my daily practice. So actually, I work in one of the. Sorry? Mouse. Click this one. So actually, mostly I work in one of the government hospital in Surabaya, Indonesia. So this hospital also referral hospital for East Indonesia. So that's why there's a lot of difficult case referred to us for doing complex PCI. But the other hand, almost all the patient is under government health insurance. You know, in their universal coverage, all of the people, you know, Indonesia have 250 million. So that's why budget for PCI is very limited. So, so that's why in my cat lab, just only BMW, Ransroy, Perkut, and Miracle Family is available. But the other one, we have to do complex cases, included CTO cases. In this situation, of course, affecting in my PCI strategy in complex cases included CTO cases. So this is my strategy for crossing CTO in daily practice. Usually I use a single integrated approach. I use a run-through hypercode at the first wire and pick up by microcatheter. Usually use a fine cross, and sometimes we use dual injection angiography and check in multiple angiography view. I want to show you some of cases CTO lesion and can be done with a very simple technique and limited material. So this one of the case. So this is actually a CTO just of the ostial LED, but if you look carefully, and then you can see here, there is a very tiny of stump. Once you get the tiny stump, and then the chance to get two big cross, I think is better than there is no even tiny stump. And then in this case, I just use a soft hydrophilic wire. We use a Ransroy Perkut, and then once the Ransroy Perkut get into the stump, and then advance the microcatheter as close as possible to the wire, and try to twist the wire. And I love you to use my finger to twist the wire, because I can feel my my wire better than using a torquer. So once the catheter is make a progression, and then following with advanced microcatheter, and then by twisting, wire will find microcatheter by itself. In this case, wire went through to the diagonal, and I make ballooning just on the bifurcation LED and diagonal to do a plug modification. Hopefully by plug modification, and then we can see there is a flow for LED. I'm lucky because after a plug modification, and we can see very well flow of the LED. And the next procedure should be ballooning and putting a stand there. This is another case. This is bending heart lesion of CTO LED. As you can see here, there is a bending and just on the proximal of the LED. And this case can be done very well just using with some simple technique, just using Ransroy Perkut and support by microcatheter. Also for long CTO, even for long CTO, just try to use Ransroy Perkut support by microcatheter, and do the same thing. Just twist the wire with pick up of the microcatheter, and then in my experience, and the wire can find it by itself, the micro channel, without any some complication like perforation or dissection if you use a stiff wire. This one is very interesting case. This is a case of the ostial left main CTO. As you can see here, the CTO just on the ostial of the, sorry, to see the previous slide. So this case is actually is a okay, sorry. Yeah, this is oh, it's okay. This is just ostial of the CT of the ostial of the limb. So for this case, I think never try to use a stiff wire for the first wire. Just use a soft hydrophilic wire backed up by microcatheter and let the wire find the entry point of the ostial. Once the wire can find the entry point and then find the microcatheter, and then I think after that the wire will find itself the way to the true lumen vessel. In this case, Ransrow uppercut can find the circumflex and LED without any difficulty, and then the next procedure will be ballooning and putting stent. And also this is case very interesting because there is a blunt stump of ostial LED. As you can see here, there is a CTO at the just ostial of the LED. So we consider if we look this angiogram visual, this is very tough lesion. But even with using just a soft hydrophilic wire back up with microcatheter, this lesion can be crossed by a Ransrow uppercut support just only with a microcatheter without using a stiff wire. And I love to use my finger to twist the wire without a torquer. This is another step. That should be ballooning and stenting. And this is a last of case. This is very interesting case because as you can see here, there is a Lachman disease with CTO, just the ostial of LED, but problem in here, we don't know what is the origin of the LED. As you can see here, there is something like a staining here, but we don't know where is the entry point here. In this case, still we use try to use a soft hydrophilic wire back up with microcatheter to find the entry point. Once you find the entry point, and the rest procedure will be very easy. So we use two wire here. All of the wire is Ransrow uppercut. Okay, this is my 1 year's experience doing CTO in my hospital. This is a single operator in 2013, I think. So around 372 patients done, and around 73% is success to cross, and almost 70 to 80% is just crossed by using a simple technique with soft hydrophilic wire backed up by micro catheter. The rest procedure success is of course using stiff wire, and just only 6 patients done by retrograde approach. Thank you very much.